As a Trolldier, you can get your socks wet in exchange for a huge burst of speed. I'm not even joking, that's a real thing. It's called a water jump, and it's got some really weird but fun applications for Trolldier. Basically, if you stand in very shallow water and then try to rocket jump, TF2 will give you a far bigger boost of speed than your typical rocket jump would. It works like this because of the Source Engine. TF2 calculates knockback with a couple of different values: the damage you take and your knockback modifier. The first one will always use the stock rocket when calculating self-damage. It just keeps things consistent across the different launchers. Otherwise, it's real simple. The more damage you take, the further you'll get blasted. And if you're in the air, you'll take 40% less self-damage. This is nice because it helps reduce workplace accidents, but it also means that you'll take a little less knockback. The game compensates for this reduction with the second part of the equation. Your knockback modifier is also directly proportional to how far you get blasted. As a soldier, it's 5 if you're on the ground and 10 if you're not. But here's where things get a little weird, because if you're in the water, you're technically neither on the ground nor in the air. So you actually get the best of both worlds. You take more self-damage and your knockback modifier is higher. So if the water is shallow enough that you can just do a regular rocket jump out of it, it will send you into the stratosphere. And with the rocket jumper, you don't take any damage. Now, technically not being in the air for a moment after jumping also means that you won't be considered explosive jumping. And that means your market gardener won't crit. But if you just keep your jumper out and pogo with a second rocket, you can maintain that speed and crit with the funny spoon. Pretty cool, right? Oh, right, I've also been trying to do the perfect loop thing with these, so watch this. This will be super believable and not at all irritating. And that's why